Yo, what is up guys? It is Esports Content Entertainment coming at you guys with another video here today. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about G2 Esports as they have found their newest jungler for their LEC team for the LEC 2023 season. But before I let you guys know who was going to be their newest jungler, I wanted to go over this part of what LEC Wulo actually had put out there on his Twitter account in this post, because it was something that I actually kind of forgot to bring up. Not that I just forgot it because I just willy-nilly forget things. It was just the fact that I've seen other LEC orgs do this actually. And, you know, in a business sense, it actually does make a whole lot of sense, because at the end of the day, it is a business and you are trying to compete at the highest level. So I'm going to cover what I'm going to cover with that statement right after I read this, okay? LEC Wulo tweets, sources, Elyoya was the first option for G2 Esports in the jungle. However, they couldn't secure the player as Mad Lions denied an offer of 800,000 euros. So in my other previous videos talking about G2, I had said that, you know, if they can, they should probably try to get Elyoya from Mad Lions. But I actually, you know, thought about it and I was like, wait a minute, isn't he contracted until the end of 2023? But I thought to myself, you know what? G2 Esports will just make a good enough offer and Mad Lions will just probably take it. Well, come to find out they're not. Now, a lot of people were like, they're just keeping Elyoya in jail, but he signed a contract and Mad Lions are deciding to exercise that contract until the fullest extent. You know, so he's not going to be a free agent until the end of next year, actually. There's nothing wrong with that, guys. That's not jail, you know, because this is a business at the end of the day, and they're trying to compete as an org at the highest level. And also remember this, okay? If you give your best players to your rival competition and they do better, well, that's on you. You gave your rival competition one of your best players. There's a reason why Perks didn't sell, Carlos didn't sell Perks to Fnatic, actually. And I know people were like, but he said he would allow Perks to go anywhere he wanted to. Yeah, people say a lot of things, and you probably shouldn't believe them. You're not supposed to believe everything you hear, right? And Rogue didn't allow Hansama to play in the LEC, actually, after his 2021 League of Legends World Championship performance. They sold Hansama to North America. I heard he wanted to play in the LEC, because why would he want to leave the LEC? You know, Rogue also sold Inspired to the LCS to play on Evil Geniuses. But if you sell those two players to other rival orgs in your league, you are going to have a big problem, because, well, not only were their contracts, well, Hansama's contract was actually up, I think, or I think he had one more year. But I remember vividly a lot of teams wanted these players, and I'm pretty sure they needed the money, because looking at their organization, they just had to merge with someone to potentially have better funding, actually. So they sold Inspired and Hansama for a good amount of money, but they sold them to LCS teams, actually, where those players couldn't compete actively against them on other orgs. So this is G2's newest jungler, actually, and that is LEC Wulo tweets, sources, Yike will complete G2 Esports roster for next year, replacing Jankos in the jungle. With LDLC OL, Yike won 2 LFL championship this year. It was his first year in ERLs as a rookie. Okay, so Yike is going to complete G2 Esports' roster. So their roster is Broken Blade, Yike, Caps, Hansama, and Mickey X. Now, I've not seen this guy play literally at all. I have not seen this guy play. But I will actually say this. It all depends on what they really got this guy for. Maybe they watched a good amount of VODs and they were like, okay, this guy is going to be the best, newest fit for our organization. But the thing here, I want to make sure people know this, is that if you do not perform very well on G2, they will end up kicking you. Whether it be a year, or they usually see the year all throughout their players, even though they've had this habit of kicking players back in the day faster. Recently, before they've kicked a player that they've recently gotten in a previous offseason, they have actually kept a player throughout the entire year. So I don't know what roster this is going to be, honestly. Brand new jungle, Broken Blade honestly wasn't that good all year. Hansama struggled a lot in the LCS actually. Maybe being home is going to be a whole lot better for him. He'll feel a whole lot better. Mickey X also struggled a whole lot. Maybe G2 will find a way to make it work, but yeah, that's G2's newest jungler. Yike. That's his... Okay. That's who you're going for. But the whole thing about Elyoya, if they put a good enough roster around him, I'm pretty sure it won't feel like jail if you're playing with good players, actually. But maybe Mad Lions want to go in a different direction, and they want to have a strong jungle piece, because jungle, as we've clearly just saw from the League of Legends World Championship Finals, having a good jungler can be the make or break difference in winning a whole lot of games and even getting you a title. So we'll have to see how that goes. What do you guys think about Mad Lions denying G2's $800,000 offer and their newest jungler, Yike? What do you know about him? I know nothing about this guy. Please tell me about him if you know more about him. That'd be grateful to help me out. See you guys later. Goodbye. And this is Esports Content Entertainment, your one place for esports content. And I am MSK, the big sexy daddy. I'm just kidding. All right, guys. Deuces. Peace.